We got divorced, we told the kids, because you should tell your kids if you're getting divorced. Don't just do it and wait for them to be like, hey, yeah, duh, fucking, you know. You gotta tell them. But so, I remember it's a tricky thing, because they were little, and you gotta tell them in a way that they can get in their life, you know? So I remember we sat the kids down, I said, listen, love is tricky. Like, you love your dog, right? You love your dog. You would do anything for your dog. You even give your dog food off your plate when you're not supposed to because you love your dog, right? One time, remember your mom and I were like, don't give the dog ham, but you did because you love your dog so much. Okay, so that's why we're getting a divorce. Because you don't listen. And we can't take it anymore. It's too difficult, so we're gonna move to separate homes and each have you for half the week because neither of us wants to be with you all the time. And it's very sad because I love your mother very, very much. And she loves me very much. But we hate you more. So that's how we handled it. Just did our best. I remember my father was tough. My dad was tough, Mexican father. I remember one time I was 6 years old, I was crying, and my father said, I'll give you something to cry about. And then he fucked me in the ass. And you know what? He was right. I did cry. And I realized that what I had been crying about was not that important. You know? So, you know, you gotta teach your kids, man. You gotta teach your kids. By the way, I should say to you that that's not true. You don't kill your kids. That's what I'm saying. We're all in it together. Abortion is a big topic right now, of course, because Roe v. Wade was overturned. Roe versus Wade, we all know what this was. Roe versus Wade, it was a court case. Roe was a woman who wanted an abortion, and Wade was the baby, I guess, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I never found out who Wade was. I'm just guessing that's the baby. But anyway, now we need to make laws in place of that. Every state has to make their own law about abortion, and they need to listen to the people. And I think the American people, on average, want the same thing. Most Americans want the same thing. They want abortion to be available, but just keep it down a little bit. You know, yeah, go ahead, but don't be like, woo-hoo! Like, just, you know, take it easy on that. Take it easy on that, that's all. So we need a law that kind of gives you that. Here's what I think the law should be. You can get an abortion any place, anytime, but you have to eat it. I think because that'll make you hesitate a little. Fuck, I gotta eat it? I better do it soon. I'm just trying to come up with something that makes everybody happy. It's a tricky subject. Some people have very extreme opinions about it. Some people think that condoms are murder. Some people think contraception is murder. If you put a condom on, you stop the sperm from getting to the egg. You killed and murdered a possible baby. By that logic, I could say that any woman that won't fuck me is a murderer, which... Let me tell you, there's a lot of murdering bitches walking around out there. It's not cool. And murder is like, it's weird, because like, when is murder murder? Like, if you kill somebody, it's like, hey, he's a murderer. The people go, huh? We got to talk about it. He killed him, but he might not be a murderer. Because if you murder, like if you kill somebody, you know what they based your sentence on? They based it on how you felt when you killed them. That's weirdly important. They say, okay, you shot him in the face. But like, what was up with you, man? Like, what was going on? I think if you murder somebody, they should base your sentence on how old the person was that you murdered. How much of their life did you take? That should be your sentence. Like if you see a 3-year-old girl in a park and you just kick her to death. It's a hypothetical. I'm not advocating that. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just asking you to just vividly imagine just kicking a 3-year-old kid who you know till they're dead. You gotta keep going till they're... All right. If you kill a 3-year-old, you should do a lot of time. That's what, unless he's got like diabetes, whatever, you gotta figure all that in. But what if you kill a guy who's like 98? He's 98. He's not even a good 98. He's in a hospice. You know what a hospice is? It's like a hospital, but they don't try to help you. It looks like a hospital, but the nurse just goes, yeah, he's dying. So what if a guy's 98 and he's laying in a hospice and he's got cancer and COVID and AIDS and he's just, and they already unplugged him. Nobody's even in there. And he's like, then you walk in. You should get like 5 minutes for that. That's what I'm saying.
More pillows in our bedroom right now than have been in all of my bedrooms in my entire life combined. There are pillows that aren't on the bed, yet there's a wait list to get on the bed. And my wife is originally from New Jersey, so it was fun to move that day. We crossed the George Washington Bridge. I looked over at her immediately. Her hair went up, her nails came out. We all got tanner. I looked back, our baby was in a full tracksuit. We're all chewing gum. I'm like, we didn't have gum. How'd you get gum? Baby has no teeth. She's just staring at me like, mwah, 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 mwah. It was at the bottom of my back. I don't know why I made her sound Italian. She is not Italian. She's also not my wife. We're not married. We're engaged. We're really dragging our feet on this one. Thank you. But I do refer to her as my wife when we are in a good place. I call her my girlfriend when she's mad at me, and that doesn't help. No, she's Irish. She likes to drink. That stereotype is very true. I am Jewish, so I just like to watch her drink and then judge her real hard. Oh, getting a little Jewy vibe up in here. What's up, Jews? I bought my first Christmas tree as a Jew. Yeah, it's very conflicting. My parents are rolling over in their graves. They're alive. They're just Jews. They like to check out their plots once in a while. Just roll around, make sure they're getting the good soil. I am teaching my wife how to be Jewish. This is absolutely true. Before she met me, she had never returned anything. She's like, I've heard of it. It seems like too much work. Meanwhile, an art form for my people. We'll go to Dunkin' and they'll give her the wrong coffee. She will throw it in the garbage and then purchase a new one. When I wake up from my seizure, I'm like, what are you doing? Give me that. What'd you get, a medium? You're getting a large now. You want whipped cream, extra shot of espresso? You can pick out a donut, a cruller. We can go off menu if you like. I know what they have in the back. I don't even want a coffee. I'm gonna get a free one out of this. Where's your umbrella? Open that up. It's about to rain pumpkin in here. But this was my favorite. We had chairs to return to Target. And I had never seen her nervous before, all right? She was like sweating. She was rehearsing our story over and over in the car ride. She had like a reference for them to call for some reason. She's like, if it gets weird, I think my sister will back us up. I'm like, I don't know what you think we're about to do. We can just leave the chairs in the car. That's how good I am at this. Where did we get them? Target? I'll return them at Bed Bath & Beyond just for the challenge. I will bring all my coupons. They won't know what hit them. But she's teaching me too. She's teaching me how to be less Jewish, more manly. She approved this jean jacket. When we needed a bed, we went to a store and we bought one. That day, that is unheard of in my world. We went to no other stores. We didn't even call my mother. We just left with a delivery date in the book. Although when she wasn't looking, I found the same bed a little cheaper at another place. I made the first place match that price, so technically I win, even though our main therapist said it's not about winning and losing. I think we can all agree that day I was victorious. It was just that day, trust me. I'm older. I'm 13 years older. Yeah, our age difference can get bat mitzvahed. You thought I was done being Jewy, and then I Jewed you again. Age difference comes up in weird ways, though. We were at a restaurant one night, and she was like, "Do you know what song this is?" I was like, I can't even hear a song. And I know I'm not old, but I feel like I'm too old to be the dad of a baby. Although she just turned 2. I was so nervous. Her first words were just gonna be her looking up at me, like, "Grandpa, do I have a papa?" I was doing this joke for a little while because people keep asking us if we're gonna have another kid, and honestly, I don't have the ab muscles to pull out, so probably. And it is true, I don't. We just had a boy in December. Man, we didn't plan this one either. We did a wine tasting. We're just, it's gonna be tight for a little while because we didn't plan it. So they're gonna have to share a room. I just don't wanna hear any complaining, ever, you know? Like, "Mom, Dad, how come you didn't save money for us for college?" It's like, look, if you wanted parents that were better at planning, you wouldn't be here. How about a little gratitude? But we just, our daughter is feeling the jealousy. She's really jealous, so we're just trying to make her feel special still, I told you she just turned 2, so I wrote her a little poem for her birthday, and I'll read it to you guys. Thank you. All right, this is a poem to Talula. Let me sleep. That's it. That's the whole poem right there. All right, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.